Hey everybody, I wanted to do something a bit different because it's something I've been thinking about doing for a while, but I wasn't sure if anyone would be interested. And then because of things going on in the world, I haven't had time to do the video that I wanted to do. So we're going to have to move that one back to a later date, and because of that I'm now doing this one. It's kind of switched up a little bit. So because of that, please join me as we go around the practice room. Yeah, we're going to go around the room and I'm going to go talk about everything that's going on in this room, stuff that's going on with the past and everything, you know, because everything in this room has a story of some form or another, and then some of it's just cool shit. So I'm going to go through it all with you, and then you can see a bit more about what's going on in the room, because you've obviously seen it in all the videos, but you might not know what's going on there. So here we go. Okay, so we'll start with the poster that's at the top of the stairs actually. So it's not technically the practice room, but it's the Ninja Sex Pipe posters signed. We managed to get 2, and then we bought 3 as well, so we can make this little collage thing, because I had a cool idea when I thought they were going to be bigger, because they said they were posters but they were kind of small, so we decided to get a couple more, and we got the tickets on there as well from when we went and seen them. It was one of the funnest times I've had in a long time, and I hope they come back at some point so I can watch them again. These are quite interesting. These are pictures. I'm not sure who did them, but Kareen came back from work one day and she said, I found these in a charity shop and they were really cheap, so it was pretty cool. This is the props that we used for the Way Too Much Left 4 Dead video, and then there's because we're big Left 4 Dead fans obviously, so we got like the different parts that we never got rid of really, that we made ourselves, because I mean we spent hours making those props and they were very barely seen in the actual video, so it's good to be able to see them properly. And these are the posters. I mean, after we played the games for so long, I had a look online for some merch. God, this was years ago now. It was over 5 years ago, and I bought the posters of both games, and then I also bought plushies, which you'll see in the living room. And I think it cost me like fucking 100 quid for the whole lot. It was quite expensive, but as soon as we saw this place, before we moved in and I saw the stairs, I was like, right, I've got to put those posters up there. So we got the frames, put them in there, and then yeah, put them up so I can look at them every day. So yeah, we have this little homemade steel drummer. It was given to me as a Christmas present. I quite like it. He's pretty funky. We also have the Jaws Universal Ride number plate, I guess, which I was really chuffed with that, because I love animatronics anyway. You know, so Jaws is a go-to really, and yeah, being able to have that. Kareen, once again, charity shop. Kareen found that from charity shop. The home studio is obviously just like a little thing to say, like, yeah, this is my practice room, this is my studio, this is where I work from, and yeah, that is that. So here I have an electronic photo frame that just flicks through pictures of various gigs I've done. There's also a bottle of hot sauce, Zach Wild Berserker, which I got from when I was working at a hot sauce factory. The little band I bought when I was on holiday in Weymouth, and yeah, I just thought they were pretty cool. The Guitar Hero figure, I can't remember who got me that. I think my brother-in-law got me that. Little drummer dude, little drummer duck, no idea, I can't remember that. I think we just found it when I was sorting out the spare room. Then you got the 3 different drum kits that I built. They're like 2 wooden kits and 1 plastic kit, which the plastic kit needs repairing. I just have not got around to it yet. And then yeah, 2 little novelty finger drums and little kit, office kit I think it's called. Just something to piss around on. So this is the Rich puppet that Kareen made me. We were originally going to be doing a music video, and we were going to make puppets of all the guys, and it was supposed to be for for the old company I used to work for. I was just going to do it as a favour, but then they fired me, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that now. And the little kit was just something, once again, I think Cream found it in a charity shop. Either that or she found it on the side of the road, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Fits the theme. So this is the display cabinet. This thing obviously was just like the open chimney sort of thing, and I converted it. I just put in some racks. I had to get some custom glass to put in there, and then that was it. You know, I got a lot of the Resident Evil 2 figures at the back, the Toy Biz. I had a couple of them before, and then I went onto eBay and bought the ones I didn't have to sort of complete the collection. The Ash and the monster from Evil Dead, I bought those from my brother-in-law. Same with the little Resident Evil 4 ones as well. And then the Gears stuff at the back there, they were like £1 in a B&M or something, and I just bought them all. And I still didn't get all of them. I had to then buy the last one on eBay. So yeah, then we have the Movie Maniacs. A lot of the main characters that I like to watch the films of. Yes, it is a Jason X, not a normal one, but Jason X was the first Friday the 13th film I've seen, and I've always liked it. I don't care if people hate it. The rest of it's just some ales from the Dorset Brewing Company. I go down to Weymouth quite a lot, so when I started seeing those around, I was like, fuck yeah, I gotta get some of those. And then at the front there we just have the Warhammer Hobbit little figures, miniatures, that, you know, I think they were in a charity shop again, and it was just like, yeah, why not? I have a lot of the Lord of the Rings ones, so might as well. So in here I have a couple more of the ales. I also have Rockstar, the Gears of War promotional stuff, and then some novelty sort of little energy drinks. We got a couple of them at one point. I just bought a couple more, and then it got out of hand, as everything always does. Yeah, there's just like a lot of little tiny figures that could easily get lost, which is why they're in the cabinet. And then at the back there I have 3 original PC games that I kept that were pretty cool, which was Space Hulk, Theme Park, and Doom. I think it's actually Doom 2, but because there's so much crap in there now, it's a bit harder to see. And this is obviously where I do all of my editing. This is where I'm actually sat right now as I'm recording this. So I recently they've released these Marvel Zombie Pops. Marvel Zombies is something I really like, so I had to get those. The Zombie Venom. Venom is one of my favourite characters. I love zombies. Put the two together and that's what you get. Then the fucking Marvel Select figures, you know, I wanted those for a long time. I had to pay like, I think it was about 100 quid for each, because, you know, they're very rare to get hold of now. So that was a bit of a bad one, but I don't regret it. And I have like the custom symbol like lamp that actually lights up. It's pretty cool. Then I have some more of the 3 main symbiotes, as it were, which is Venom, Carnage, and Anti-Venom. Yeah, so that's the desk really. And then obviously I have the Metallica figures. I spent 100 quid. Guys, a lot of 100 quid's going on here. Buying those from America, and then the stupid twat decided to bend them to get them in the box to try and scam on the fucking shipping, assholes. And then tried to like act like it was like the courier that did it, and I said like, well, why would the courier bend it to put it in a box that you packaged? Morons. And we have a recent addition, very recent, which is these tankards and shot glasses. I know there's quite a few more, but I wanted to get the main cool ones. And then a couple of the Trooper ales and a Motorhead Road Crew ale, all very delicious, recommended. And then I got the wires, you know, just to keep hold of those, so I can just grab one, unwrap it, plug it in, and record what I need to record, just for convenience really. The shelf itself, Cream found it on the side of a road, just cleaned it up a little bit, whacked it up, fucking brilliant. Then it's just a little preview of all the little gubbins that are underneath. There's like a mixer desk and my graphics tablet, another computer, some microphones. Just keeps it out of the way a little bit because it can get quite messy. And then finally, 2 hour warning. This is the first bit of band memorabilia that I have. If you go around the room this way. Yeah, 2 hour warning was my first band after Axel Grandma. And yeah, I was in it with quite a few kids. They were about 5 years younger than me at the time. My cousin put me onto it, and Craig was actually one of the members who's in quite a few videos, and he's also in Lads Play. So yeah, the zips broke on it. It's very well worn at this point, but yeah, good fun band. That's me gaming chair. That's just where I do my gaming. Well, not gaming, but I do all the editing. That's where I'm sat right now. It's comfy, expensive, and comfy. Some random band. What do I say about this? It was me, Fegan, Kyle, and a guy called Ollie. And Fegan just decided to do this picture of us, and that was it. It was like, right, we've got to put this on a t-shirt. We all had a different one, so like Ollie had a hoodie, Fegan had a t-shirt, Kyle had a long sleeve t-shirt, and I had a vest. It's got all our names on the backs and what we were doing in it and stuff. But it was a good band. It was fun. You know, it started off as just doing it for our engagement party, and then it kind of went off into to doing our own sort of thing for a bit, and then fell apart. Still get on with everyone, you know. Speak to Ollie I haven't spoken to Ollie in a long time, but you know, if I see him now, I'd certainly have a good laugh and another beer with him. He's a great bloke. So this is just guitar straps that the guys can use whenever they come over, and they've got like the Loot Crate pins on them. Yeah, it just keeps it all tidy. Can you believe somebody threw this out? It's so cool, I love it, and it helps just to put some stuff on every so often. This is where I like to keep all the headphones, just so I got them there, like right there. And there's the drums. You know, you've seen them enough. Yeah, that's the guitar and the bass that I bought, and also the tool stool. The tool stool was quite interesting because it was actually my nan's. I used to love it when it was over her house because it made me feel really tall. And then I just recovered it and repainted it a little bit, cleaned it up. Because my dad was nice enough to let me have it. You know, as soon as I moved out, I was like, "Hey Dad, can I have that?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Down by Design, band that took years to get together, and there was so much band politics going on. It just got ridiculous. And as soon as I left, apparently they got a different drummer in. He didn't work at all, and then they split up. Apart from Kyle, I will never play in a band with any of those guys again. They just made a great band shit. Where do I start with this one? Axel Grandma, one of the first bands I was ever in. Certainly the first ever band I was in that did original material. Yeah, what a time. You know, it's me, Kerry and Fegan, and yeah, I mean, it started off with me and Fegan just playing a lot of the old Tenacious D stuff. I mean, when I first met him, he was like one of the popular guys at school, and I wasn't. So he was like on this pedestal for me of like, holy shit, it's Fegan, wow. Now I'm in a band with him, you know, and then we bonded after that. There was a point where we were seeing each other for at least 2 hours of every day for 2 years, year and a half, and yeah, we just really bonded over that point. And we wrote some great songs that I still listen to this day. This bass drum was actually made by Kareen. After we got together, she was like, "Oh, I got the the Sling-a-Lung kit. She was like, I'll do the bass drum. So that's where that came from. Dire Ricky Bumsquirsh and the Cockrots. It was out at very much the same time as Axel Grandma, but it was like when we were writing real music, it was the Axel Grandma stuff, and then when we were just pissing around on Max, it was the Dire Ricky stuff. There have been a couple of songs that have been put on the YouTube channel. I would like to put more up. Maybe there's one that's on its way, you never know. But yeah, great guys. The tops I got recently, actually, when we had a reunion, because Nelma lives in Spain, so we don't get to see him very often. We have a lot of hats, so I made a hat rack. There you go, that's literally it. This is my first ever drum kit. The first ones that my parents got me. It's what I wrote a lot of the original demos on, and it wasn't until I got the Roland that I actually decommissioned that thing. And then you have the Roxburgh, supposed to look like a can. You know, once again, Crean did that for me when I joined Roxburgh. It's a great band. You know, at the time, I wasn't too into it. There was a lot of background stuff going on. But looking back, I regret leaving that band. I wish I had stuck with it a bit more. It's just a way of putting up more pictures of my musical career, as it were. At some point I want to like change quite a few of them, put in different pictures from different bands, but I mean it was when we first moved in, so I was just kind of like rushing through it, trying to get as many different pictures in there as possible, really. But I do have a lot more now for a lot of different bands, so hopefully it'll be changing soon. Yeah, so there you go. That's the end of that one. That caught me off guard. I thought it was gonna be longer. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Fuck.
Hey there, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the other stuff that helps the channel. I always go before I start, because I just say the first bit because I know that's what the line's going to be, and then I have no idea what I'm going to say afterwards. So then I have to think, and I'm like, and my brain just doesn't kick in. But yeah, and I just did it again. So this was like just a tour of the practice room, really. I just thought somebody might be interested in some of the stuff that I've got going on in here. And yeah. So now you know what it's like sitting in this room where I am right now, recording, just holding the microphone on my own, with nothing but a beer to keep me company. Okay, bye,